I got an arm mic. Um, I'm hoping it works well. I don't know. I think I need to tighten it some so like it stays up a little higher, but I also don't want it to block out my face too much. So I don't want it all the way up here. Sorry. Um, that's just not gonna work for me. Um, but yeah, can you guys hear me chewing? Oh, okay, that's good. That would be annoying. I don't like the sounds of people chewing. I don't even like those ASMR videos. Ugh, that would disgust me. I literally would hate those videos. Mm, hold on. I always forget to do certain things. Like open up Twitch so I can see what's going on. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, that worked. Maybe, maybe not. Right. I think it's just because my phone is connected to the internet. Shit just don't be working right. That little nigga staring at me for no reason. Vicky, go up here. Stop moving. You're not sick. You're not going. Why not? Huh? Why not? Why you can't? Why is he not allowed? Okay. Scoot back. And then I'm gonna have to get another fire stick for my TV in here. Because every time I cut it on, I keep seeing no network connection. But I clearly have internet because I'm streaming. How you don't have no network connection? They just be making up new errors every day. Hmm. Ooh. Fun fact: my favorite chips are hot fries. Um, favorite candy, probably Twizzlers. Favorite chocolate, because I feel like chocolate and candy are two different things. Favorite chocolate, it used to be Three Musketeers, but now maybe peppermint patties. I really like those. Or I also have been really craving um what's it called? Mm, oh, oatmeal cookies. I really want some. I was like, maybe I could just make some, but then I didn't have the ingredients. And I was like, if I'm gonna go out and buy the ingredients, I could just buy the oatmeal cookie by itself. Oh, hold on. Calm down. I'm gonna help you. Vicky, come on. Come lay down. Come lay down. Hey, buddy. Look. Come on. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of like I'm gonna buy the oatmeal cookies by themselves or I'm gonna buy the ingredients. If I buy them by themselves, I'm like, maybe it's gonna be less, more and more sugar added. And then if I bake them myself, I can add my own sugar. So I'm like controlling it so it can be more healthy. But either way, it's a cookie. So it's not gonna be that healthy either way. Mm. And luckily, The ice is melting. I'm so excited about that because you can't even walk down the goddamn sidewalk, and the sidewalk doesn't exist. It's not an option. Um, yeah, it's not an option. You just gotta make it do what it do. Um, mm, 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 do no, do no, dun, dun, dun. Okay, I think we're straight. I can get, and I have another bag. Ta-da! I need to make some more ice cream. That's what I need to do. Wait, no, I have one more thing of ice cream. I forgot about it. It's the one I made outside. So it's probably don't taste that good. But who cares? It's gonna work for now. Um Nothing eventful really happened this week. Oh, I have to remember to send my friends a Wednesday waffle. I forgot to do that. Well, they didn't do it either. But we was talking about something else. I low key want to talk about it, but then it's like it's not my business. But sometimes people just be having good tea. And like, I would like to share. And who's ready to watch this? 5 people? 5 different people gonna watch it? I don't think so. 5 people she know gonna watch it? I don't know. I don't know. I do need to text my siblings, see what they trying to do. Cause I want to play a game. I just don't know what game. Maya, Trayvon, a game on preferably Monday. Oh, actually, maybe I'll do it randomly. Cause they be trying to play games like at night, and if it's during the week, baby, I be tired. I don't know. Mm-mm. I can't be up too late. I be sleep by 10:30 every day. Every day. Mm-mm. And then, oh, I forgot a word. I said y'all want to play a video this week. Yes, a little video game. Whew. Mm. But I also have I think I need to find a hike or a trail to go on this week because my plan is to go to the gym every weekend. But I've decided I can sub that out for like anything physical. So that's what I'm going to do. And my plan is to go on a hike. I would stream the hike, but since I'm gonna be outside in the wilderness, I feel like I'm not gonna have good signal. Terrible signal. I just know it. Mm. And then oh, I told them to let me know when they're free, cause mm-mm. Okay. I'm almost done with my chips. Then maybe we can watch a movie. I do really enjoy like horror, like streams. Mm. Like, I don't know, that's the genre. Like horror short films. I think those are, I mean, sometimes they're scary, but a lot of times they're just funny. I find them very entertaining. And then, okay, we have one person. We need one more. Okay, after these chips, we'll figure it out. Yeah. She said the next couple of days. She didn't specify the weekend. I don't know how I feel about that. Mm. Huh. Mm. I also need to do yoga with Adrian. I've been following her for like years. Most of the time, I don't watch her new videos, but like I have like her playlist saved. So I just be clicking on random videos depending on how long I want to work out. I'm like, oh, this is only a 10-minute day. We're gonna find a little quick video. But she have an hour long ones too. I don't click on those though. The most I'll do is 45 minutes. Cause yoga's tiring. Mm-mm. And then someone told me I was getting abs the other day, and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, baby, it's the yoga. It's coming in handy. I also think I just have naturally have abs. So some things are really genetic. Because I don't work out how I should, so I should not have abs, but I think it's genetics. And then from being a child, being active, like your body's like trained to be a certain way. Ooh, I watched a Karen Huger, um, what's it called? Her little sit down with Annie Cohen. She's in denial, baby. She is in denial. He was asking her like what caused everything. She was like, "Oh, well, I don't really have a calling to liquor, but it was the pills." But when she got pulled over, she was drunk. I was like, "Well, is it not both?" Like, if you're already one, oh, they're free the next 5 days. Are they free today? So they're free today. That's perfect for me because that means I don't got to do too much. I was gonna watch some videos, but like I don't know what videos to watch. I just told
This
myself
is Sal, who at
oh,
his heaviest weighed 725.
who is Sal? I don't. That's what I don't like about these headphones. These new age headphones. If you just tap the ear, it plays whatever is on your in your thing. Like you could be on YouTube. Ooh, tomorrow Thursday. Yeah, gross. I'm gonna do it though. I'll edit and then get on because they said night, so they not getting on until like 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Okay, and I'm hoping I fix the sound. Look, I hope this sounds better, like with how close it is now, and then also that I fixed the sound with the videos I react to because I got a comment and they told me that the video in the background was too low, but I don't know what I'm supposed to set it to because I know it has to stay in the green so it doesn't peak, and then also not too high so y'all can hear me when I talk over it. But maybe I just need to start pausing it more to talk. But sometimes I just forget. So I don't know. What temperature do you guys like your water? I think I like a cool, cool 10 degrees. Nah, I'm playing. I like room temperature. It goes down better every time I click on this hoe. Okay, so let's make myself small. Oh, okay. I clicked on this video, I guess, but I don't know if I actually want to watch that. It just looks like it's going to be aggressive. Oh, this was 8 months ago. Hmm. Let's save. I might watch it. Um. All right. I'm gonna go back to where's my playlist? Oh, oh, that's not what I wanted. Reactions. Oh, I remember. I wanted to watch this one. Okay.
Today we're going to be exploring.
Hold on. Sorry. Um, I used to love Dr. Phil. Like, when people are working, they're listening to music. I used to listen to Dr. Phil. When I was doing homework, listening to Dr. Phil. Um, I just found this entertaining. Or like if like when you're like at night, you just be watching like random videos. I'll be watching a bunch of Dr. Phil. Like I just thought that shit was good. And I was like, man, you can learn a lot from this man. But then eventually I kind of got put off watching Dr. Phil because then he was on like he was supporting people I didn't align with. And then when people asked him why he was supporting, he kind of just implied that he's not supporting them. I mean, he's supporting them because the other candidate didn't want his backing. And I was like, so this is out of spite? You don't actually believe in what this man believes? You just angry the girl didn't want you on her team? That's crazy. um, but yeah, Dr. Phil. The Truth and Allegations of Dr. Phil by Pancho. What allegations does he have? I mean, I don't think he's a good person, but I didn't think he was in trouble for nothing.
Today we're going to be exploring.
I do think, what is it, Bad Baby? No. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about? The girl, Catch Me Outside. I know she didn't like Catch Me Outside, girl. I know she didn't like him. Yeah, Bad Baby. Um, but she was saying that they sent her to I don't even know what it's really called, but those kind of those like camps, not even camp, like a I guess you could call it a camp, but like disciplinary camp, like a military school type thing where they try to get you to behave, but they're really abusive there. And I mean, granted, Dr. Phil, I don't think he's in charge of those camps, but he probably endorses them and he's probably he's probably getting some money from sending people there. I don't know. Those are allegations. That might be these allegations. We'll see.
Exploring the dark side of Dr. Phil. Now, Dr. Phil needs no introduction, especially if you've watched my channel before. But recently, I've been seeing some videos exposing Dr. Phil, and today I wanted to go over everything I've learned about Dr. Phil, as well as some of his suspicious business practices. I'll be linking all of my references down in the description below, and we're going to take a look at some of these videos together. First off, let's start with the fact that he's not even a fucking doctor.
First off, is Dr. Phil
Okay, wait. He means he's not a doctor anymore? Because I could have sworn he had his doctorate. Like at some point he was a doctor.
even a real doctor? Technically, no. Now, when you hear doctor, you will think of a medical doctor. You think of a person in a white coat and a stethoscope that tells you not to drink like 10 energy drinks a day or whatever other crap they try to tell you. But to be a doctor, you simply need to acquire a doctorate, which can be in many different fields. Dr. Phil specifically got his PhD in clinical psychology from the University of North Texas in 1979. So he may not be the guy you ask for help when someone is having a heart attack, but he is still technically a doctor on paper. Or at least he was until 2006, because that was when he stopped renewing his license. Even with this, he was still only technically a doctor in the state of Texas, not in California, where his show was filmed. So how was he able to
That's still a little confusing. So he has a doctorate, and then he also is a doctor in clinical psychology, but then he didn't renew it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right.
call himself
Sorry.
a doctor this
I had to say
entire
that loud.
time? Well, the California Board of Psychology deemed that this was okay because the show was more about entertainment rather than actually trying to diagnose patients with true psychology, which tells you all you need to know.
So he had his clinical psychology license up until 2006, as he said, and then he stopped renewing it. But his show kept going until 2023. So that means he had his show going for like 17 years while he didn't have a psychology license. Yet he was posing as this like psychology doctor figure, and all of us were still looking at him like he was like a doctor figure when he really wasn't. He lost his license. We might as well call him Mr. Phil at this point. You know what I mean? He's not an actual practicing doctor. And
Okay, I don't think you can say all that. Like, not Mr. Phil. Technically, his title is still Dr. Phil. Like, even if he's not a practicing doctor, his title is still Dr. Phil. Like, because he has the doctorate. Um, Now that he mentions the show ended in 2023, I think that's when I stopped watching it, because then his channel became more of like a podcast of just him talking, and I don't want to listen to that. Um, but if y'all watch the show, he also had like real, like current doctors, current people with their license come on the show as well. Like it wasn't just him diagnosing these people. It was like, well, I brought such and such from medical blah blah blah, and they want to talk to you.
it hasn't been since we were children. So yeah, I find that like very misleading of him,
It is
because
misleading, though.
he's branding his show like he's a doctor when he's actually not. And I don't want to like write off his experience that he did have. I'm sure he knows a lot about psychology, but one thing I know about psychology is that it's advanced so much over the last decade or two, and there's been so many leaps and evolutions made in psychology. I hope I'm phrasing that right, but you get what I mean. Psychology has evolved a lot over the last 2 decades. So that means there would have been tons of information that he missed over the last 2 decades relating to psychology, especially with the internet's rise and social media's rise. It makes sense why he was so disconnected from like teenager problems, and he
Oh,
would just give the
there's Bad Baby.
classic, oh, you're acting out of line, listen to your parents, which goes to show that he's just not that updated with modern psychology, in my personal opinion. And I'm no expert by any means, but I do know that psychology has evolved a lot over the last 2 decades. And if Dr. Phil lost his license in 2006, that means he's an old head.
Did he lose his license like from doing something negative, or like did he just stop renewing it? And if you start renewing it, I want to know why. Those are the details we need to know.
Who doesn't know the new psychology. You know what I mean? This one point is honestly the most unserious of all the ones I'm about to bring up. This just proves that he's kind of a poser, kind of a fraud, but the rest of this video just gets darker and darker, so buckle up. The next point I want to bring up is how he potentially, allegedly, enabled an alcoholic on his show.
Dr. Phil,
Hi, I'm Todd. Nice to meet you.
how you feeling, man? Can you walk?
Barely.
I don't know if you guys have seen that episode, but
No,
it was an
what
episode
the
of
heck?
Dr. Phil where he had an alcoholic come onto his show and he ended up walking on stage drunk as hell. And yeah, that was this guest's problem. He was a chronic alcoholic who was kind of drinking himself to a grave. It was really fucking bad. And I remember watching this episode back when I was like a kid, basically. But I learned that there was a lot more to this story that I never heard about until watching this video.
But this may not be the full story, because Todd claimed that one of the members of the show gave him a full bottle of vodka and a Xanax pill.
I show up to the studios and I'm sober, I'm hurting
fucked
a
up.
lot, and I'm shaking. My dad was there and I went and talked to him in his dressing room and I was completely sober. And then they pull me into my dressing room and there was 2 liters of vodka and like some Red Bulls and orange juice and stuff like that. You know, being unsupervised by my parents, I drank the entire bottle. And then at some point somebody gave me a Xanax. They said, this will calm your nerves. And so I had been drinking and took a Xanax, which I've never taken Xanax before in my life. And I know that can be a deadly combination, so why it was given to me, I don't know.
Now, this was jarring when I first heard about it. The fact that Dr. Phil could have allegedly given a chronic alcoholic alcohol and a Xanax before walking on stage, the concept of that is just diabolical and evil, honestly. And
Yeah, I
I
hope
think the
that's not
reason
true.
why I
That's
believe this
terrible.
man is because Dr. Phil has proven time after time that the point of his show is to sensationalize and to berate guests and to basically humiliate them. Obviously, a lot of these guests kind of humiliate themselves, but he plays into that quite a bit, and he'll try to like humble his guests when really they just need help. I just have a natural distrust of Dr. Phil, so I definitely believe this happened, and I could see it happening. This whole shit was just diabolical to me because just the concept of giving an alcoholic, a clearly struggling alcoholic who's like on the verge of killing himself, giving that person
Dang.
alcohol and a Xanax before walking on stage. Holy fuck. Like, if this is true, you know Dr. Phil's motive behind this. You know that it was just to have he did this to have the guest humiliate himself on stage, which did happen 2 times. The guest was on stage, this specific guest. He walked on stage drunk 2 times. So it kind of connects, but obviously all of this is alleged, but I see it being true. And about
That is crazy because, well, I first of all don't remember this episode. And mind you, I was watching Dr. Phil on YouTube because I didn't have cable. I was not watching it on actual TV. I was on YouTube watching clips. So they probably ain't put that clip on YouTube because it was so bad. But I've never seen that. And every time I would watch Dr. Phil, he would always, I don't know, I thought he was trusting, yo. I didn't have this negative opinion of him. So now it's just like, damn, what's really going on?
my point earlier when I said that the point of the show is to sensationalize and humiliate, I know that there have been a decent amount of guests who have gotten help through his show, and I'm not writing that off. I'm just saying there's also an overarching theme of his show where he tries to like kind of parent the guests instead of actually give them psychological or just psychological help or research or information that can help them. It's more of like a him talking down to his guests type energy. And that's just so fucked up, honestly. That's like so sadistic. Don't get me wrong, I like the parts of his show where he actually helps people. That's great. But there's definitely a lot of clips of him just being disrespectful to his guests. Bottom line, I think there was even one time where one of the guests of his show asked him not to bring somebody out that they didn't want on the show, and he ended up just bringing that person out anyways, just completely disrespecting the guest's wishes. And his excuse for it was, oh, this is my show and nobody's gonna tell me what to do. It's like, bro, there's plenty of examples you can.
Oh no, I need to know more about why he said that. Like, I don't know the whole story. Because I've seen episodes where, like, the mom will be a drug addict and one of the kids is with her. And then they're like, oh, well, don't bring my oldest daughter out because she's just going to side with my youngest kid. Like, maybe we do need to bring her out because we need both points of views. Like in that instance, I'm like, okay, yeah, this ain't your show, baby. This ain't your show. We're gonna bring the other lady out so we can get the whole story about who you really are.
Find of him just completely disrespecting and disregarding his guests. And in this case, he potentially enabled an alcoholic just in hopes to raise the ratings of his show. And the fact that he allegedly gave him Xanax with alcohol is fucking crazy because for those who know, that combo is deadly. Like, alcohol and Xanax should never mix. And the fact that, yeah, no, it's just wild that he could have done that. I believe it though. Now, as I said, these are just allegations. You literally just kind of have to trust this guy's word for it in order to believe that this is real, but I trust his word. I think the most suspicious part for me is the fact that this guy was plastered out of his fucking mind when he went on the show, which supports his story that Dr. Phil gave him alcohol and a Xanax before the show. You know what I mean?
Goodness.
So I don't know. That was just another thing I found very suspicious. It's not too hard to believe that Dr. Phil was exploiting his guests by enabling their addictions just so they would have more wild reactions on his show, which would then drive up his numbers. It's not hard to believe that at all. But it is, in fact, alleged, so take it with a grain of salt. Anyways, next point I wanted to get into was the Turnabout Ranch that Dr. Phil would send a lot of his guests to.
This place was a residential treatment for troubled teens. It helped gave these kids structure by combining therapy, academics, and ranch work. It basically gave a place for all these kids to just take a break from society as a whole and really get some discipline in their lives. And when they came back, they would be refreshed starting over. It sounds like a pretty good idea. And when Danielle went, it seemed like she was having a great time and was learning quite a lot. Working with horses helped Danielle really learn patience. And things were great on camera. Off camera, not so much. From the get-go, it's already pretty sick. They literally went into the middle of the night to take her by force to the ranch. She was handcuffed by transporters who put her in a van and then drove her all the way over to the ranch.
So pretty much they kidnapped her and dragged her to the ranch while she was in handcuffs.
When they brought her to the ranch, they forced her to sit in a teepee and she was not allowed to lay down or sleep for 3 days.
This was a
Okay, that's fucking crazy. You're not allowed to lay down. You're in a teepee outside. Now, taking you by force. I don't know. I have mixed emotions about that. Mixed feelings. Because if they're really that bad of a kid and you can't, they're not going to go willingly. Like, if they're literally physically fighting back and you're like, hey, come on, we have to go. They were like, no. What else do you do? Just leave them when their parents are telling you they need help? I don't know. I feel like there's probably a better way to do it, but I just don't know what that way is, especially if the person is not cooperating. Like, if the child's not cooperating, what do you do? Like, what do you do with a drug addict? Like, that you're trying to force into, like, rehabilitation that you want to go get help. You just leave them? I think you kind of have to force them, like, to go certain places, like, to get help. But being stuck outside for 3 days, that's crazy. I can't no way justify that. That doesn't make any sense.
Ranch that Dr. Phil was sending a ton of his guests to, by the way. How these guests would get there is they would get kidnapped, handcuffed, and put in a room for 3 days without being able to sleep.
Why can't
Holy
they sleep
fuck. And
either?
this is supposed to
Why is they
help
restricting sleep?
these get like, holy fuck.
If they caught her lying down, they would force her to stay right back up. She even claimed that they restrained her beds, warmth, and good food. When they wanted, they would restrain patients and even withhold letters. Bullying was even encouraged by the staff.
That's a real productive
Bullied
ranch
by
that
the
you were
staff?
sending them to, Dr. Phil, where the staff get to bully the guests who are coming in. Oh my God, that sounds like such a positive environment where they can make positive changes in their life. Yeah, this shit was a shit show. I'm not gonna lie.
But the real bombshell was the murder that was covered up while she was there. One of the kids literally killed a staff member, but this was covered up entirely by the media until she spoke out about it. The
kid
reason
killed
why
a
they didn't
staff
talk about it
member?
before, because they were worried that simply no one would believe them. It was the word of the rebellious, untrustworthy teens versus the official head staff. Who do you think they're going to believe? Turnabout Ranch has so many accusations of torture, violence, animal abuse.
That's crazy. And why wouldn't they report that? Especially if it's the kid that killed the person. Like, wouldn't that be just like, okay, bad comparison, but like a dog bite if you're a vet. If you're dealing with people that are mentally ill, supposedly mentally ill, and they wound you and that wound turns into something more serious, why not report that? That doesn't make any sense unless they took him out because they was doing something crazy. Then that would make sense, like why you wouldn't report it. Yeah, that's suspicious.
Sleep and food deprivation, and so much more. In 2012, a mother filed a lawsuit for her daughter who stayed there in 2005. According to the
Who was the
34-page
kid?
complaint,
I'm sorry, I have so many questions. Who was the kid? Has this kid spoken out? Like, I need to know why they did it. Like, what did this person do to you?
during her stay, Elizabeth was subject to sleep deprivation, denied food, and yet forced to eat and prepare meat, which was abhorrent to her as a vegetarian. The ranch threatened her with restraint and forced feeding with a tube if she did not comply. The ranch forced physical labor and excessive exercise in extreme temperatures. It forced her to regularly put her hands in a sink filled with bleach to wash dishes until they bled, leaving to this day scars on her knuckles. They forced her to maintain stress positions for many hours at a time during the first few days at the ranch, not allowing her to rest her body against any structures to stretch or lie down, putting great pressure on her back, neck, and joints, all of which was extremely painful.
I don't want to let this video go on too long because it's Blanco's video and I'd rather you just watch his video on it. But in summary, the Turnabout Ranch was a fucking nightmare. That shit sounded like a prison. LGBTQ people were harassed by staff and called homophobic slurs by them as well. There was sleep deprivation. There was forced physical labor even after the people were complaining about being in pain. They didn't allow them to shower. Fucking crazy, bro. Like, there was threats of physical violence as well, animal abuse by staff members, sexual assault and harassment by staff members and other, like, oh my gosh, bro, this shit was terrible. And the first time I became aware of this was when Bad Baby dropped her video exposing Turnabout Ranch and giving her side of the story. But one thing I just discovered was Dr. Phil's response to that. I didn't even know he responded until recently. I thought it was just a situation I was up in the air, but he actually had a response for this, and this is what he said.
Well, you know, she went to Turnabout 4 or 5 years ago, and she had a bad experience. You know, obviously, I would hate that. We'd be sorry about that, but we don't have anything to do with what happens with guests once they leave the stage.
That's a little crazy to say, especially since you're suggesting this to parents posing as a doctor. You're a doctor, you're giving advice to the parents seeking help. Of course, the parents are going to listen to you and take them to this place that's abusing children. Oh my God. Yeah. Damn, Dr. Phil. Now, I do understand like a little bit of what he's saying because he doesn't own this place. He's not there, like he doesn't know 24/7 what's going on. But you would think if you're endorsing them, you would look into them more. Like you would want to know they're on the up and up since you referring all these children there.
We didn't have anything to do with it. Brother, you encouraged them to go on live television. yes, you have to do with this.
I mean, that's between the guardian and the parent and whatever facility they go to. So we're not involved in that. We don't have any feedback from them. So whatever happens once they're there, that's between them and the facility. I assume she had a problem. She filed a complaint.
Now, in fairness of Dr. Phil, he did stop sending kids to this ranch after he learned about the problematic nature of it. But there has been
Okay.
problematic claims and allegations about this place for a long time. And if you're going to send
Oh,
your
damn.
guests on your show to some random facility, you better do your research on it before you just encourage it.
That's true too. Like, where did this ranch come from? Why did he start suggesting people to go there? Like, did he go visit and was like, "Oh, this is a fantastic place. Let me tell all my friends about it." Or did another doctor suggest it? Like, he needs to come out and give more information. He just, "Oh, we're not responsible."
You know what I mean? Like, he clearly didn't do any deep research on the places
At
that he was
all.
sending his guests to.
He never admitted to any wrongdoing and just simply stopped sending kids there to avoid the controversy. The thing is, this is not the only one of those types of programs that Dr. Phil has been associated with that has been
There's other ranches he sent kids to that are fucked up. Ooh, Dr. Phil. I see why your show is off now. You know? Lord. Oh my God. So I watched Dr. Phil and Judge Judy. Like, those are the main things. But I turned out Dr. Phil was a Trump supporter. I cannot support that. And then to my surprise, I found out Vinny from Jersey Shore was a Trump supporter too. I watch Jersey Shore all the time. Like, not just the old episodes, but I watch the new ones. Jersey Shore Family Vacation. And I was like, damn, Vinny, you gonna make me stop watching all of them? Like, I like this show. It's good TV.
extremely controversial. The Aspen Education Group is very similar to Turnabout Ranch, where it simply provides a therapeutic route for teenagers through these wilderness activities. But also, just like Turnabout Ranch, it has a long list of controversies and lawsuits. Multiple children claiming that they were tortured, sexually abused, starved.
My
You get what I'm
goodness.
saying.
And this is a theme with Dr. Phil. He just sends his guests anywhere, I guess. And this is so frustrating to me because I hate how he got away with tricking people into thinking that he's this all-knowing medical professional, when in reality he was just an irresponsible TV host who had mentally ill patients on his show, whom he also allegedly exploited for his own gain. You can't even really call him a doctor either because he lost his fucking license in 2006. And yeah, I don't know. It's just so crazy. But it gets worse, okay? So
How
next
does it
we're
get
going to be
worse?
talking about the workplace conditions and workplace environment of the Dr. Phil show.
In 2022, tons of them came forward about just how
I'm scared because I was so sad when I learned that Ellen was apparently a horrible person. Like, when I tell you I was watching these shows religiously, I was watching them. Like, Ellen, I would watch that show every day after school. She would come on, I think at like maybe 3 o'clock or some shit. Watch it every day. Every time I come on, I'm like, oh, let me turn on Ellen. Let me see what's going on. Then it came out, oh, she's a horrible person. She's mean to her staff. God damn. What happened to being happy?
toxic the work environment is, and a lot of them shared their horror stories. Everyone was just pretty miserable. You would walk into the building and there was just a palpable dread and anxiety. Dr. Phil, the show about mental health, where everybody who works on it has a terrible mental health because our work conditions were really bad. 7 employees claimed that they felt pressured to encourage racist stereotypes, and 2 employees were the victim of racism. One of the employees claimed that they were specifically instructed to not give a guest with mental issues their medication. We were specifically instructed, make sure that she doesn't take her medication before she goes on stage, because they wanted her to look unstable and quote unquote crazy, for a lack of a better term.
Which proves my
Damn.
claim that he had patterns of exploiting his guests to make their reactions more wild.
How did they get their medication though? Because I don't know, in my head, if you take medication regularly, you probably take it in the morning. So before you come in, you would have taken it. Right? Or did they like sign a form like we're gonna hand over all our pills? Cause that's crazy. Um,
by giving them substances or not giving them the substances they needed onto his show, just for their reactions to be more crazy to boost the ratings of his show. Sorry if I'm not.
hold on. Momos, why are we crying? Huh, he's just sad in general. Just a sad Momos. Okay, I'm back. I had to give him a snack. That's why he was crying. He needed food, even though he ate at 5 o'clock. So an hour and a half ago. I know he's not hungry. He just he just be making noise.
Phrasing this all right, or if my grammar's poor. I'm taking creative writing courses here in a few months, so you won't have to deal with that forever. I understand that my phrasing might not be perfect when making these points, but I think you can understand the problematic themes of this.
A lot of employees described the control room as a war zone. It was traumatizing. It was the worst hour of your life. There was full-blown yelling, calling people idiots, and slamming doors, and it would not be acceptable in any other job in any other business. Then after, everybody's upset and everybody's crying. One of the executives,
Why
Carla
are they so
Pennington, was the
mad?
center
What's
of these
going on? What they arguing
accusations.
about?
She was known to literally scream at employees and berate them on set. She would yell at employees over the smallest things, calling them idiots and the R word.
The irony of that is so rich. You got the staff of a show centered around mental health calling people the R slur, bro. Like, you can't make this shit up. In my opinion, I think 50% of the show was around mental health and centered around that theme, and the other 50% was centered around berating and dismissing and belittling. I think those are the two main themes of the Dr. Phil show. I do think there were plenty of moments where Dr. Phil gave some good awareness to some of the guests on his show, no doubt.
My bad. I could see him struggling to cover himself up.
But there's also a plethora of clips of him berating, dismissing, disrespecting the guests as well. And it's just an ugly look when you have employees of your business coming out saying that the higher up staff were on the same type of timing, as well as potentially exploiting the guests as well. That's just an ugly ass look.
If you made a small, teensy tiny mistake, she would make you feel like you were the dumbest idiot on the world and would make sure that you could be fired for it. She reprimanded me so severely that I couldn't breathe. It has nothing to do with my performance and everything to do with whether or not they liked you. They would look at me dead in the eyes and go, "Do you know what day it is? Do you even know? Are you that stupid?" And it wasn't just the employees. Carla oftentimes made a lot of
Why did
really
they
weird
keep
remarks
working
about guests. You know, the ones
This was back in the day. Like, what do you say? The show started in 2000, 2002, 2003. Workplace conditions, I think everywhere was just terrible. Like, before people started suing these companies and reporting these companies, they was just treating you any type of way. Because I'd be damned if I go into work and someone talks to me like that. I'm recording it and I'm telling. I'm telling everybody. But people didn't really have that leisure back then.
with mental illness. Specifically, she was accused of making fun of the Black and Latino people that came onto the set.
You can watch it, Splanko's whole analysis on this. In summary, what I took from it was that it was potentially a very, very toxic and racist and ableist workplace, which is obviously not what a
Those
workplace should be
cunts.
like when you're running one of the most famous shows of all time. You would think the
That
workplace
is
would be a
crazy.
lot more peaceful for something as successful as the Dr. Phil show, but nope. Apparently that shit was toxic as fuck, allegedly. Now, the last point I wanted to get
Allegedly.
into is how Dr. Phil has completely stopped doing what he's been doing, probably out of guilt, but now he's doing something worse, which is following a neo-Nazi terrorist group around, aka Trump's ICE, and
Oh,
he's like supporting them.
Dr. Phil is not American.
see, this is what I was talking about earlier. He only started supporting Trump because Kamala did not want his support. Kamala was like, nah, I'm good. And then he jumped on Trump's bandwagon. And I think that's fucking crazy. I was like, your headed your ego's that big that you couldn't just be like, oh, okay, like let me sit this one out. Like, she don't want my help, she don't want my help. You're like, oh, she don't want my help. I'm gonna go help her opponent. What?
America's uncle. He isn't even a doctor, but he did make millions of dollars with his shtick. And now he's rebranded himself as a MAGA warrior, riding shotgun on an ICE raid, black jacket and all.
That's right. He's
That's
following ICE around,
crazy.
recording them, but he's not telling them to leave. He's not dissing them or anything. He's encouraging them, and he's trying to prove to the world that what they're doing is a good thing. Holy fall off. And during these ICE episodes, if you want to call them that, he'll lecture the immigrants as they're being detained, which is
Lecture them about what? Oh, Dr. Phil, bro. Phil. Phil. I just, goddamn. You just never really know people. And mind you, I never really knew this man, but still, I felt like I did. Uh, that's so disgusting. And you said like that's what he's doing now. Is that what he's posting on his YouTube? Because I unfollowed him when he started doing them goddamn podcasts. Um, but is that what his YouTube consists of now? Just ICE raids? Because that's disgusting. That shouldn't even be allowed on YouTube.
so fucking weird and sadistic and honestly xenophobic in my opinion because
It is.
he doesn't understand the complicated process of getting a citizenship and issues that these immigrants have to deal with on a daily basis. But he's over here acting like, oh, you don't have a citizenship? Well, you should have expected this.
Are you a citizen?
My mother says that.
Your mother's a citizen?
Yes.
I'm not going to show much of these episodes because they're too fucking stupid. And honestly, I just descend into anger on camera and I don't want to do that. I'm already kind of almost at that point and I'd like to reel it back and just summarize everything I've been talking about. I personally think Dr. Phil is a little bit of a fraud and at very least, he's a very questionable figure. He has tons of
Yeah.
allegations under
I agree
his
with that.
name. I
Very
do believe
questionable.
that some of his episodes were motivated by his own sadism, and he's also kind of just a MAGA puppet at this point. And that's just embarrassing, honestly. I know this video was a lot less lighthearted and a little more serious than my previous videos. And I'm not going to do too many of these often. I think every now and then I'd like to come out and let you guys know what I genuinely think about something that I care about. And in this case, the themes just happened to be a little darker. But yeah, expect majority lighthearted content from me. I'm not trying to get into these types of videos too often. I think the main thing that motivated me to make this video was because I've made a lot of videos on Dr. Phil's show in the past where even a long time ago in the past, I would even kind of glaze Dr. Phil, not knowing exactly what he was doing. So I just wanted to, let you guys know what I genuinely think of the man. I might continue making reaction videos to his episodes, and I think I'm just going to ignore and cut out the parts where he's talking to the guests because honestly, the more curious part about his shows for me, the reason why it draws me in is the guest stories. And I'm just like really invested in them sometimes. So
Yeah, I think that's why I was watching it so much because I like hearing what other people, how I don't know. I guess there's their life story, but they'll explain stuff. I'm like, God damn. Ooh, but then the most a lot of times they're like, but I'm doing X, Y, and Z now. I'm like, ooh, girl, glad you got out of that. Like, I like to see you overcome stuff. I don't want to see the negative stuff. I don't.
Yeah, the guest stories are really what draw me into the show, not his reactions or his lectures or whatever. That's honestly the more boring parts of the show, in my opinion. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about.
Yeah, and I also don't like when Dr. Phil would tell people like, but this is your mother. Fuck her. Not fuck my mom. But sometimes people's parents was doing some grimy stuff, and I'm just like, you don't have to associate with them. This person does not have to be in your life, I promise you. Like, there's tons of people that make their own family every single day. Family does not mean blood. Family is who you choose it to be. Um, but yeah, bad advice.
Mr. Phil.
Hey,
If you guys enjoyed this video, then feel free to leave a like.
Roop, Roop. Is that how you say your name? Like, my mic sounds nice. Check one. That was a good video. Sad. I really did fuck with Dr. Phil, but this was probably in like a couple years ago back. Mm, at least probably like 5 years ago. At least. Probably more than that. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Do you? Oh, I hope that wasn't loud. I don't know. Who knows? Do y'all have a certain video you want to watch? Also, did the sound on the video sound good? That's what I really want to know. Because I don't know why every once in a while the sound sounds terrible. I don't know what's going on. I think it has to do with me yelling sometimes. Like I think I'm too loud, so then it like tries to tone that down, but then it makes everything else sounds smaller than what it is. Investing in a dual monitor setup is life changing. Um, okay, so I have a laptop and then I have a monitor over here, and I do think it's helpful, but I still can't. Oh no, I just can't tell. You know, like I don't, or maybe I just don't really know what I'm supposed to be looking at. That might be the issue. All things I can work on. Oh, you got off YouTube and decided to get on Twitch. That's interesting. I was trying to click on your name, but it won't let me. My God. Um, okay. I don't. Oh, but thank you. I appreciate it. I do. I definitely think it is helpful because I just got the other monitor, and I can see like if my mic does go out. Because I remember one time when I first started streaming, I was on mute for like 30 minutes, and then someone came in and was like, "Oh, we can't hear you." I'm like, "Oh my God, what is going on?" And I just didn't know. But that's life. Shit happens. Uh, that's funny. Um, there is a video. And it was like the Jay-Z files. I don't, because I'm not reading the Epstein files. Like that's just not in me. I don't wanna know about that shit, that sick shit. But what I understand from what people were saying, they were saying Jay-Z is mentioned in it, but they were saying he's mentioned in it as like you know when people like call in tips and stuff. Like they were saying someone called in a tip and was mentioning Jay-Z, but I'm like, yep, I know the feeling. I would Blue Yeti. Those motherfuckers have some selective operating. Yeah, very selective. Or um, like when I'm doing what's it called? Like IRL streams. I don't use my phone. I think I'm gonna buy another phone for it though. That way I can like just when I'm out in the world, I need to use my phone. I can't just I can't I need to be able to call people, need to text, need to see what's going on. Um, but I was using my regular phone and I was using the Twitch app to stream and I realized like 30 an hour in it didn't work. And I was like, "Oh, this is bad." This is terrible. I'm gonna just go home and take a nap. And that's what I did. I was like, oh, the day's over. We going to sleep. I don't got time for none of this shit. Uh Pocket is my recommendation for IO streaming, also live training. Sorry for mansplaining like a dumbass. No, I appreciate. Um you said Osmo Pocket. Oh, I've seen those. I didn't know you could live stream from those. I thought those were just like vlogging cameras. I didn't know that you could connect them to the internet. Hmm. Okay, I might have to get that because I don't like bulky items, and this looks very handy. Oh, it's great. Okay, good advice. Thank you. Uh, Let me take a picture because I'm gonna forget. Osmo, like Cosmo and Wanda. Huh, I had no idea. See, this is why I like when people join me. Um, but Runic, where you from? Uh, and you found me on YouTube. That's interesting. They also work amazingly with the DJI Lampix, same brand. Oh, with the clip-on mics. Oh, okay. See, good people in there. Good information. Because I just be winging it and then it fuck up. Then I start doing research. Should probably do the research beforehand. But I'm just like, we just gotta go with it. We gotta start or he just never gonna get going. Um, uh, were you following me on YouTube or you was just scrolling the internet? Oh, thanks. I try to provide good vibes. You know, it always doesn't always work out that way. I think I'm gonna order some pizza though. I really want some pizza. Oh, okay. I gotta I I'm just I'm subscribed to a lot of random things. I got an email for the SPCA. I thought they were gonna have more puppy yoga. I got excited, but that's not what they were doing. Wait. Oh no, it is puppy yoga. February 6th. When is that? Oh, that's this Friday. Yeah. I'm gonna do puppy yoga. It says it's $40, but that's worth it. I, I can't be influenced with food, bro. Now the other stuff, I happily recommend recommendations. Like if, cause someone was in my chat the other day, and I guess my mic, it wasn't faced the right way. Like I was speaking into it wrong. But then they suggested I get like an arm, uh, what is this? A microphone arm, and I was like, oh, good. And then they even sent me a link, and I was like, people are great. Um, and I was like, this is this is quality. Um, but what else? Oh, the pizza. I think I'm gonna get Domino's. Domino's pepperoni and bacon pizza with extra sauce and well done. Because I don't want the bread to be soggy underneath when you add the extra sauce. See, I put you on, didn't I? Wait, 5:30. Who does yoga at 5:30 after work? Uh, because I would get my mom to go with me, but she's not gonna be off work at 5:30. Mm, mm, maybe. Oh, maybe I can get my friend to come. Yeah, because you can't turn down puppy yoga. I mean, if anything, I'm gonna go by myself. I'm gonna go either way. You wanna do puppy yoga on Friday? Domino's is ass? Oh my gosh. When was the last time you had Domino's though? Because I feel like when I was in like middle school, elementary school, it was not that good. Oh, hi mom. I didn't know you were on here. You want to do puppy yoga with me? It's at 5:30. I didn't even text my friend yet, so I'll wait. It's at 5:30 at the ASPCA. But yes, I love Domino's. It's delicioso. But you should try Domino's again. I feel like they changed the recipe and you should get what I just recommended. And preferably the what is it? The pan pizza. 2 years ago, college students run that MF. And oh, okay. Good job, mom. Thank you. I'll save our spots before they fill up. Like 2 years ago, college students run that and they just there for the bag. Oh, the college students are working there and they're just I mean, I get it. Because if I was working fast food, I don't think I would care that much. They're not getting paid enough to really be doing extra. Now, I'm not gonna do a poor job, but I'm just like, I'm gonna do the bare minimum. Because I don't know if I would care that much. Yeah, when we did cat yoga, it was terrible. The cats was running away from you. They was just there. I don't think cat yoga is a good idea. Cats aren't friendly in general. Oh, definitely don't blame them at all. Burgers are so buff here. Ireland is the best beef. Huh. Is that what you guys are known for? Like beef or burgers? Because I do. Ooh. Okay, so I'm I'm pretty sure like 95% chance I'm going to alcoholics mainly, but beef is the second close. Second, it's close second. Lord, I can't read today. Um, that sounds right. I met some people from Okay, I'm not good with geography. How close is Scotland and Ireland? Like are they Scotland and Ireland? Because I met some people from Scotland and they were some drinkers. And I was like, ooh, I cannot keep up. Do you, oh, Ireland, so like Irish whiskey. Is that what you guys are known for? Jasmine? List participants' first name and last name. My sister would like puppy yoga, but I know she is not going to be in town. Lord, they don't got Apple Pay. Ugh. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to get my card because I don't want the spots to run out. Okay. I took a picture that way I don't accidentally show my card on stream or something. That would be bad. Um, okay. And don't mouth the words. I mean, the numbers, Jasmine. Bad information. I feel like the US is known for like, I don't know if we have any food I would recommend to people who, if they came to the US. I mean, I feel like it's like varies state by state. But if you just hear, oh no, I guess someone's like, "Oh, I'm coming to the US for the first time. What should I eat?" Like, apple pie? I don't know. And I don't even like pie, so can't help there. Oh my God. He's asking for too much information. Oh, and then I think, okay, okay, did I do it? Okay, I think I typed in everything. Maya might be home. Call Maya and ask her if she's gonna be home, and I'll buy another set of tickets because I just bought two. Why would she be home? Isn't she at school? Oh, I typed a number wrong. Um, what do I eat? I'm a pretty picky eater. I I eat pizza. Um, I what's something else that I like? I really like fruit, but I feel like that's not what you're talking about. Um, I like I like pasta, but like pasta isn't like American, but I really like pasta. So like any type of pasta, like Alfredo, chicken parm, spaghetti, anything with red sauce. Um, what else? People eat hot dogs. I don't know if I would recommend that to nobody, but that's like a common dish. Like especially if you go to like sporting events or something. Um, what's something else? Mm, I don't know. I feel like it's mainly like desserts that I can think of when I think of American food. Oh, no, no, no. Maybe Southern food like fried chicken, greens. Um, oh, okay. Good. Not good, but okay, because I ain't buy her a ticket. Okay, plan to bring your own mat, socks. Okay, all good things. What else? What's another American food? Honestly, I think that's it. I can't think of nothing else that's considered American on Saturday. Hmm. Is it in Richmond? Hinge. How do you say your name? Oh, Waffle House. Interesting. I don't want to fuck up your name. I feel like I'm gonna say it wrong. Ha- Hinchimari. Hinchimari. That's what I guessed. Um, whew, I'm kind of tired. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna probably get on. I think I'm gonna play a game tomorrow, a video game specifically. What game will it be? I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise. Surprise, surprise. Okay, I fixed it. Um, okay. I think I want to might watch one more video before I get off. Mm, I think I'm gonna look for a horror film. Okay, this mic, I think it's getting me good sound, but it is also in the way. Mm, okay, short horror film. I heard Iron Lung was really good, but that's like an actual movie, so I cannot watch that on here. Ooh, okay. The Rug came out a month ago. We might watch this one. She can't go to the job fair. She's working on a project. Wait, why would Maya be at the job fair? I'm confused, mommy. All right. Convenience store. I think I think we might watch The Rug. I'm curious what that's about. Or the convenience store. It's like 3 a.m. where you're at. Oh, these horror films might get you then. I feel like at night that's when the horror films really set in. Um, do you have one you want to watch or a horror film you've seen? And did I say your name right? Mm, 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 mm. Don't look away. 51 million views 8 years ago. Well, now I'm scared. Okay. Did I say 51 million views? Did I watch this before? All right, we gonna see. Hold on. Mm, hold on. Let me just. Okay, I just want to, because I feel like I've seen something along these lines, but it wasn't the same. Okay, this is. Don't look away. Look kind of nice. Yeah, and then it has 51 million views. It has to be good. Like something crazy gotta happen. Okay. So Don't Look Away, horror short film by Christopher Cox.
Savannah,
She's not
go
doing
do your
anything.
makeup and do what Dad told you to do.
I'm not mowing the lawn, Jim.
But Mom's visiting and Dad wants the house spick and span.
Yeah, well, I already vacuumed both our rooms, so how about you get some shit done?
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
Here, bitch. You know,
Are their parents home? Why are they just cursing like this? I was not allowed to curse like that.
you're becoming a lot like Mom, right? Always slamming doors in men's faces.
Go
Dang.
away!
Alright, well, whatever. Dad's gonna be home soon. It's gonna rain in a few minutes, so you're too late anyway.
Why is she surprised about that?
Idiot.
Girl, call for your brother. Why didn't she say anything? Why didn't she alert the household that there's someone in the yard with a mask on? A bag, actually.
Hello?
Hey, Savannah. Hey, I won't be home for another hour, so just tell your brother to mow the lawn tomorrow. Your mom will probably be there soon anyways.
Yeah, Dad, when is Mom supposed to get here again?
Mention the
4:30,
man in the
but
yard.
knowing her, she'll probably be early.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
because there's a weird man standing outside our window staring at me.
A man? What does he look like?
He's like wearing a dirty suit with like a black tie, and he has like a bag over his head with chains. He looks really creepy.
And it's just staring at you? Not moving or
Wait.
anything.
Uh-huh.
Savannah, listen to me. Don't look away. Okay, do not leave that spot. I will be home in 10 minutes.
Why? What's gonna happen? Is something bad gonna happen if I
Sweetie,
don't?
just listen to me and do not look away from it. Tell your brother to lock the doors. I'll be there soon.
Does he know what it is? How does he know what to do?
Yo, Savannah, you got my phone charger?
Jim, listen to me very carefully.
Yo.
Jim, lock all the doors in the house now.
Wow, you really don't want to mow.
Jim, just shut up and lock all the doors in the house.
Why? What are you looking at?
No, you idiot. it.
Oh, what the hell is that?
You can see it too?
Yeah, creepy suit guy. He's staring at me.
Okay, whatever you do, don't look away.
Why?
Because Dad called and I told him about it, and that's what he said. Don't look away. He didn't.
I don't know if I would assume he meant like no one can look away. I would have thought he meant, oh, I shouldn't look away, so like I know where the man goes. Not something happens if everyone doesn't look at this man no more.
Explain why.
Okay, wait. Okay, so what's going on?
I don't know,
I don't
okay? Just stay here. I'm gonna go lock all the doors.
Well, wait, aren't you supposed to stay here and look at it?
I think if one of us is looking at it, it's fine. Just stay here.
Why can't I lock the doors?
Because I don't trust you.
Because she already told you to do it. You didn't listen.
Is it still there?
Yep.
And nothing's changed?
Why are they calling it it?
Aren't I?
You stupid asshole! I told you not to look away!
I didn't look away.
Yes, you did! Otherwise, it would still be there!
It is still there.
Why do you have to lie to me all the time?
Savannah, I'm not lying to you. It is still there for me.
Well, why do you see it but I don't?
I don't know. Maybe because you looked away?
Then, where did it go?
Girl.
What is going on?
It's in here!
Okay. When is Dad gonna get here?
Dad was just
Savannah?
been there.
Savannah, talk to me here.
If it sees us, we can't move. So, what if it isn't able to see us at all?
What, you mean like
What?
shut its eyes?
I have tape in my drawer.
Oh god.
You gonna get close enough to tape it? Why is she gonna touch it?
Well, did it work?
She only taped one eye.
I don't know.
There's 2 holes.
Is it still out there for you?
Yes.
Okay, don't look away from yours. I'm calling Dad.
Okay.
She just... Oh my god. Okay, did y'all notice the tape moved though? Hold on. I need y'all to see because that's not how she taped it.
Well, did it work?
I don't know. Is it still out there for you?
Yes.
Okay, don't look away from yours. I'm calling Dad.
She didn't even have a big enough piece. Her piece was half this size and it went across like an angle. That's okay though. I understand.
Okay.
He can see him? What if it's their dad? Oh, their dad is small. Okay, that was the glitch.
Dad, what the hell was that? What's going on?
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow.
No, you're telling me right now.
I don't even know how to explain it.
Why we wait until
It
tomorrow?
all started when I first met your mother. It followed us, even after you two were born. I tried to ignore it, but now it's going after you.
Oh, shit.
What? What? It's not there?
What's not there?
No. The one that I was looking at. I had to look away when it attacked her. I had to.
You told me there was only one.
Yes, when Jim went to go look at it too, I told him not to look away while I went to go lock all the doors, and he never looked away.
And then it showed up in here?
Yes.
When you look away, it gets closer. Because Jim was watching him. When you left, it made another.
So there's another one? Where?
At the door, waiting to come in. Don't answer that door. Why she ain't got a key? Was that the end? Aw, damn, Christopher. You got me. That was good, though. That was good. Now, I seem. What are the comments saying? Craziest paranormal, impossible things happen. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Yeah, Dad, what is going on? Explain now. And she put tape on his eye, probably like, am I a joke to you? Yo, I think comments are like the funniest thing ever. Like, comments make the video. Or, yeah, comments on YouTube videos, comments on TikToks. I love it. The definition of you had one job. Your mother's here. Gotta be the most surreal ending to a horror story on record. When the doorbell rang, I thought it was the second one. I was like, at least it's polite. You know, that actually is that's a good point. At least it is polite. Oh, let me save this so I can make sure to add it later. Oh, I spelled horror wrong. Okay. All right. Let's see. Omegle? Omegle? I think it's Omegle. Intruders. Ew. I don't like this video. The ballerina? Okay, I want like a little longer. These ones are 9 minutes. I want like 20 minutes so I can really get into it. Mm, okay. All right, maybe this don't have that many views, but it might still be good. Hold on. Let's see. Um, okay. It might be good. We'll see. This is horror short film All Girls. Alter online premieres by Alter.
What would you do to make sure every door will always open for you?
Did they just get done eating somebody? Why is there blood on their mouths?
Me? I do what it takes. Whatever it takes.
Earlier? Okay, earlier in the day. They look normal here.
This is the most important thing we'll ever do. We win next week and our lives are set. UCAS, uni, life. It games to be won or lost. Daisy can't cut it. She was holding us back. Prayers to the hospital, Hobbs. But there's no more room for weakness. Everything's to lose. So let's not, yeah?
What? They didn't cut off the car?
Temple's piping the band. My sister told me, apparently there's this team like 5 years ago, broke the record by something crazy, and Harvard just offered them places on the spot.
Where are we right now? Torval Cross.
Just like that? Apparently, yeah.
Just like that? Just goes to show, doesn't it?
They want elite.
Elite. Exactly. Proves it.
What's the current record?
28:37:04. Do you think we're beating it all right? That's amateur hour. We're beating it. We stick to this, and we eat their record for breakfast, before breakfast. The key's sleep. The other teams will schedule in at least 6 hours, plus cooking and eating. Cut it down to 2 or 3. They say we finish in less than 24 hours. Everything to lose?
So let's not.
Clem? Here.
Here, here. Here, here.
Fingers once more. Ooh.
Why does she look so serious?
How far through are we? 12 miles down, 58 to go. Putting us neck and neck with the other schools.
Dartmoor's big, isn't it?
Who did they end up eating? Because they started with 4 and it looked like they ended with 4 people.
Guys, I love you, but these breaks are killing us. Is there any chance you could maybe like have the treats on the move? Because I think you've had like 5,000 calories already today, Maddie, so it probably won't kill you.
Did you call her fat? Oh my god.
Thank you.
She is trekking through the forest with you. I'm talking about her calorie intake.
Only like 3,000.
You okay?
Shit. Oh my god, your ankle. What happened?
Slipped. Try moving it really gently. It's fine. Doesn't hurt.
It's not serious. She'd be crying if it was actually serious.
How would you know? You didn't even go check on her.
I don't know, it's getting quite warm.
Which just will be disqualified if anyone else drops out.
They didn't want to have like
it's fine.
What is it, shints
Calm.
or anything available in case this happens?
I'm literally fine. Look, let's go.
See? No.
Sometimes you
I
making
don't
a fuss
see.
just makes it worse, doesn't it?
Is she mad at them giggling? Yeah, too serious. Okay, this is gross. Why are they zoomed in on the eating? Did she just bite herself? Weirdo.
This isn't on the route.
So they're lost.
No.
And who was navigating?
It isn't. This wasn't supposed to be here. There's no river.
That's funny, because that big wet thing.
No, I mean, it's not on the map. This is not on the map. I'm just... Mitch, please.
Anywhere?
I guess I just find it really funny that someone who got 12 A stars at GCSE can't read a map.
Okay, you know what, Heather? It's not actually that big of a deal. We all want to win this as much as you do. It doesn't actually matter if we're supposed to be practicing for the real thing, okay? We shouldn't be killing ourselves before we've actually done the real thing.
You know,
This is practice. Oh no. They should have turned around while they could. Get out of here.
If that's what you think, let's just give up now, Claire.
Heather, that's not what I meant.
No. Do you know, I've been getting really sick of carrying around all this dead... Wait, stop! Like, I literally don't know what more I can do, so please.
She done all their packs.
Heather, give you...
Heather!
Give me...
Heather, don't!
If any of you cared as much
Someone
as I
needs
do,
to swing
you
on
can't be
Heather.
ripped apart by old fucking animals that live out a shitty little place of a life.
Heather, the food!
Solution would have been to push Heather in the river.
There's a bridge! Just up there!
There's a bridge! After she dumped all of our equipment in there, I've never talked to Heather again.
Heather, stop!
Well, at least now they don't have to carry anything.
No sleep till we're back on schedule.
Girl. So bossy, goodness.
How much longer do you think we're going to wait? Lost track. We're not going to win because of Heather.
Oh, pause. You almost. My dog likes to cover his head under the blanket. His whole body doesn't have to be covered, but his head does.
This is all Heather's fault. Heather's pushing things too far.
We're not going
Heather
to
couldn't do it.
Heather's pushing things too far. Heather's lost.
Heather's lost.
This pushing things too far. He's not going to win because of Heather.
We're lost.
We haven't.
Lord. Is there no exit strategy? What if you don't want to keep going?
I'm sorry, Heather! Stop! Stop!
Is it a cliff?
We can't!
Oh.
We're sorry, really, but this is insane! No, guys, please! We're so nearly there, just... I promise I know where we are, and just one more big push!
Heather, we can't. We need food. We just don't have the energy to keep going. I'm sorry, Heather.
They all need food. Her ankle is broken. And they don't even have supplies to make a tent.
I'm calling my mom! Wait! Wait, just...
Girl, you better call before she take your phone.
If you need food, then eat me! Eat me!
What? this. This is gross. How do they explain this later on? What the fuck? I don't know if I like this.
How do I taste? Do I taste like a winner? You taste like a period.
That was weird. That was nasty. Oh, she peeing? Why is she peeing that close to the tent? Yeah, this is a weird movie. This ain't horror. This is just creepy.
Guys? Guys! Get out here! Oh my god, actually made it! Winners! Winners! We did it!
Did what? Now they have to go home and think about what they did. And they need to wash their face. They didn't have no decorum. My God. Did Hyundai approve of this? See, why do they have their advertisement in this movie? Okay, that was weird. I think we're done with horror movies for today because that was creepy. And like, how is the girl still able to walk if they cut into her? It don't make sense. It lost me when they literally stood there letting her throw the backpacks in the river and it just got worse from there. It did. It just got worse and worse. Yes, the other option would be turn back. Lord. And if where they took placed the campground where the tent was, if they were that close to the car that they could see it, why did they stop? Why did they stop and decide to do that? Yeah, this was fucking weird. Alter, I don't know if I can watch any more movies from you. That was creepy. Just creepy. Oh, no, I did not mean to click on my liked list. Mm, yeah. I don't think I need to watch nothing else for tonight because that was weird. Um, I do plan to watch on regular TV. Um, since today's Wednesday, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Quality show, quality show. Um, New episodes every Wednesday, which but I feel like last week was episode 10. And nowadays they don't be making episodes like seasons long. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. How was she alive? And she wasn't even limping, like going up the hill. Like where did they cut that she didn't feel it? I don't know. A lot of plot what is it? Plot holes in that. It just doesn't add up. Um and they set up camp so close to the car. Why didn't they just get in the car? So many questions. Questions that need answers. She could have easily got in the car. But she chose not to. I guess to each their own. I wouldn't have participated in that. Not I. I would have been like, yeah, I'm going home. Mm-hmm. It was time for me to go home. I I don't think I belong here. Not with this group of people. That's hilarious though. And what was the goal? Like, because if they started at the car and ended at the car, was it just a big loop? Because that's dumb. And and apparently it was practice, and on the practice round you resorted to cannibalism. Because that's crazy. They they clearly wouldn't survive in the real world. I'm guessing, you know. That's just me. That's what I think. Um, hmm, dang. Uh, I'm kind of tired. But I always feel like I need to be on here for like at least 2 hours. So, you got 13 minutes left. Well, I have 13 minutes left. We have 13 minutes left. Um, but how are you, Hinshimari? I think I said that right. Where are you from with that name? Or is it just random? I can see my other dog moving. He is making a fuss. I guess the blanket wasn't set up correctly for him. But they were being very good today. Yesterday, wait, not yesterday. What was it? Monday? The brown one, Mojo, would not stop crying at me for some reason. I gave him 2 different snacks. I pet him. I held him. He just wouldn't. I don't know what was wrong. He just was having a bad day. Oh, it was a random name. Oh, okay. I don't know if my chat is delayed or if you just wrote that slowly. I'm not sure. But other people have told me it was delayed, so I need to look into that. I don't know how it would be delayed though. Oh, you're from Kenya? That's cool. I've never been there. Other places I need to travel. I have been to Africa, but not Kenya. I was in Accra, Ghana. That was like maybe 4 years ago now. It wasn't the best experience. No, I think it was just who I went with. They were a little eccentric. So I did not have a good time. It was actually a terrible time. But I do want to go back. Maybe visit Kenya. Maybe go back to Ghana. I don't know. But just not with the same group of people. Not the same group of people. I think I was there for like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half. I can't even remember now. It was just all trauma. All trauma. Oh Lord. Mm. And then yeah, I just didn't flush out what I was be doing there, and it was not for me. Um, yeah, but we'll see. Maybe not this year, but in the next year or two. But if I go, I'm gonna have to go for at least a week or more because that flight is long. That flight is so long. Um, yeah, no. I was looking at flights earlier from Germany to the UK, and I don't know why I thought they were a lot closer together. But it's like I think it said at least 13 hours from Germany to UK, and I was like, I thought it was gonna be like a 3, 4 hour flight. Mm-mm. Sense of direction, sense of distance, just all messed up. Maybe maybe it's the Russian public school system. You know, they say it's bad, but I never knew how bad it really was. Mm-mm. Yeah. It's from Germany. But I don't know if I could blame Richmond Public Schools because some of my friends are very good at geography. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not meant to know. Just supposed to go with the flow. I feel that way about a lot of things. Um, like sometimes people were like, I don't know, they told me like fun facts, and I'm just like, why do you care? Like, why do you care? That's how the like certain things work. Or like there's a show, How It's Made. I don't need to know how certain things are made. I'm still use it. Like, y'all, have you ever seen that show, How It's Made? Like, this show would come on all the time, and they had so many episodes. But they would be like, How It's Made, aluminum foil. How It's Made, CDs. How It's Made, toothpicks. Why do you care how a toothpick is made? Just things that make me angry. It was like, if you need a toothpick, just buy a toothpick. Why do you need to know what piece of wood this toothpick came from? There's so many issues. Or like how you make staples. But how it's made is peak like good? Cause no, it's not. Oh my God. I feel like I would always see my brother watching How It's Made. That's the only reason I would ever see it. I was just like, this is dumb. This is stupid. Who's in charge of this? And I feel like it was on for a long time. Oh my God. Curiosity, I guess. Guess how many seasons they had? And I know you're gonna guess wrong because I would never guess this. I don't know any show that's had this many seasons. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your final guess? The answer is 32. 32 seasons. And God dang. 32 seasons? And it came out in 2001? Is this show still going on? How do they have 32 seasons? And it's at least 13 episodes a season. That's crazy. It's like that show. It's like that show that you let it run in the it's like a show that you let run in the background, then you gain interest slowly. Okay, I can see that. That does make sense. But 32 seasons, that doesn't make any sense. 20 may be acceptable, but 32? Where do they even play this? The Discovery Channel, maybe? Supposedly it's on Prime Video. It's on HBO Max. It's on Hulu. Discovery, like I thought. Dang, it's on everything. How it's made rice. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I just want to live my life. I don't need to know certain things. Or, okay, weird. Not weird, but like, I think I'm low key scared of space. Like, I don't like thinking about space too much. Like, it just makes me nervous. Like, it's just too much out there. I don't, Like, I don't need to know what's out there. Like, just let me live my life on Earth. I don't want to know. I don't want to know about the stars. It's just too much. It's scary. I've also never seen well, I've never wanted to watch Star Wars or like Star Trek, and I think that's why. I think I have a fear of space. And I don't think I need to like resolve that fear. And I'm gonna just let it ride. I don't need to know. I don't freak out or nothing, but like I'm just like, ooh, this is too much. This is too much. I'm uncomfortable. Mm-mm. Uncomfortable. I think that's the main thing. Like I think well, I have other weird fears, but I feel like that's one of the bigger ones. It's like, nah, I'm good. Or when people are so curious about like what's in the ocean, why do we care? Why do we want to know? I don't want to know what's down there. Mm-mm. I don't want to know what's down there because I'm not going down there. I'm gonna stay. I'm not scared of the ocean. Like I'll swim, I'll jump in the water, whatever. But when people talk about like, oh, 300 miles under under the floor, I'm like, why are we going that deep? Like we're not made to go that far down. Why is we going there? And who knows what animal lives under there? Oceans are scarier. You think oceans are scarier than space? I think space is just too big. It makes me uncomfortable. But oceans, yeah. Because sometimes I'll see pictures of like certain fish. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know what I would do if I came across that. Or when people would be like, I don't know if you ever seen this, but I always see like memes and it would be like a little boat in the ocean and it'd be like a giant whale coming, like trying to engulf the boat. And they're like, what would you do? I'm like, you do nothing. You can't survive that. You just accept your fate. You're dead. Um, but everyone's like, oh, you would do X, Y, and Z. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. No, you would not. It would happen so fast. You don't even have time to react. Mm-mm. Too much going on. It's too much going on down in the ocean. And I don't know what's going on up in the sky. I don't want to know none of it. Uh, yeah. I'm gonna look up scary ocean fish. I know it's some. What the fuck? I could have sworn I was typing. Where is the mouse? 95% of the ocean is still unexplored. I bet. It's scary. And how are we even getting there? Fish. Oh, I forgot the A in ocean. Ugh. Yeah. These animals, I don't need to come in contact with none of this. Or the one with the light on his head? I feel like that's just too smart. Like, how did you adapt to create a light on your head? Uh-uh. Nope. I don't even know if some of these are real. Like this one, this is an alien. I don't think that's real. Pretty sure that's a scene from a movie. That's how they get you. Clickbait. And I feel like I've seen this movie. That's why I know. I don't know what movie it is. Oh, but um they were suggesting to watch Iron Lung. It's it's in like actual theaters, but it's about this guy apparently that is in the ocean, but it's like an ocean of blood. and then like the iron lung is his submarine. And I was like, oh, okay. But like, how did he get in this ocean of blood? What is going on? It's real. And then people like to fish. I don't mind fishing, but I'm not touching this animal. Ugh. Yeah, no. Nope. I don't need to know none about that. Not for me. What is a cute, scary fish? Oh, this is cute. No, it's not. Never mind. I was wrong. Yeah. But his Hinshai Mari. Can I call you Mari? I feel like that's easier for me to say, and I feel like I'm fucking up your name. But I will be back on tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but I'll be playing a game. Maybe Peak, if you ever played that game, or maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, Iron Lung is only in certain places, and I'm just like, why didn't we re-release it everywhere? But my coworker suggested it the other day, and I was like, I didn't plan on seeing it, but maybe I should. Yeah. Oh. Wait, is Iron Lung like an actual thing, like an object that's been around for a while? Oh, okay. When people are like hospitalized. Okay. That makes sense. Then maybe I'll see it. I really do hope it's good. Cause if I don't even go to theaters anymore for real. I normally just wait until it gets on streaming services. But certain movies are worth the hype. Like I went to go the last movie I went and saw in theaters was Sinners, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Like I don't even know what that movie. I don't know if I would give the same effect if you watched it in the house because how they shot it was just so cool. I don't even have the right terminology to describe it, but I remember watching it and you could like you would see a scene or like people talking and then it would pan over somewhere else, but then you could still like hear the people talking like in the background, but it would be like lower. And I was like, that's cool. I never hear that before. But it was cool. So Iron Lung, I n- I don't want to like I want to watch reviews just to see if it's really good, but then I don't want it to be spoiled. Uh, let's see. Did they give it a ranking? Oh my God. How do I change this from, because I'm on Google Chrome, but how do I change this from Yahoo? Like this makes me angry every single time I get on here. Mm, I feel like it would be over here, but I don't know. Settings. That sounds like it makes sense. Help. Help would be the answer. It's okay. I'll figure it out later. Dang. Oh, but I was saying I'm gonna be on tomorrow and play some type of video game, either Peak or maybe Among Us or what's the other game? There's another game. Oh, Repo or Overcooked. Or if you have some suggestions, let me know. I could look into that too. Try to figure it out. But yeah. And then puppy yoga on Friday at 5:30. They should be cute. I'm gonna bring I'm gonna put treats in my pocket so the puppies will come to me. Mm-hmm. Good ideas. And I already have dog treats here because I have 2 dogs. Oh, this is gonna be nice. All right, y'all. Let me fix this so my face can be the last thing you see. So beautiful. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good time. I hope you get some sleep. I think you said it was like 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. where you're at. Yeah, 3